We said it right at the beginning of the new year. 2021. Igorema Sports is the year of my sports. Stuff that's just too good to be true, happening before your eyes, on their own. Join Chief Diweni today as he finishes my sport.
Zimbabweans have this year witnessed the greatest fall of any head of state since Cecil John Rhodes, and the shutting down of tyranny that has held the nation back for decades. The victory now requires only a small push to finalize it so that we as a people can have a proper democracy. In sport, we saw Emmerson Mnangagwa's family being rejected by the world body FIFA. A terrible state of affairs. In religion, the cults that have for decades corrupted politicians and stretches across Africa under the banner of the likes of Walter Magaya and TB Joshua lost major high court cases following successful investigation journalism, which lasted for 5 years plus. This means that the courts will now hear the pile of cases of rape complainants who have been hushed up, who stretch from Lagos right down to Harare. In the region as a whole, for the first time, we witnessed Emmerson Mnangagwa fall down like the great Lucifer himself, and his stranglehold over what used to be Northern Rhodesia is now Zambia was removed. No more will Mnangagwa control the nation of Zambia again. Even though the Human Rights Director, Dewa Mavinga, who announced the fall of Mnangagwa, died a suspicious death. That alone has not stopped Zimbabweans' quest to continue the push forward to get that democracy. For the first time in history, we witnessed a head of state who was not allowed free movement like other presidents at any time, begging to enter a Scottish whiskey party, but was banned by the Zimbabwean citizens in the United Kingdom. Getting to the point of literally telephoning TV whistleblower Shepherd Yauda at the Trades Hall building, asking to enter that whiskey drink, but was refused, resulting in the supporters vandalizing Yauda's car in retaliation. If in doubt, there is a video with regard to this and what happened to Yauda's car following this message. As a result of the thuggery in the climate change, the British police have opened a case now to investigate Emmerson Mnangagwa and his supporters over crimes committed currently and also crimes committed since 1983 to the current date. For the first time in history, police forces across Europe have opened cases to investigate Emmerson Mnangagwa and the early rain ritual during the period of 1983 to 2020. This is a big development for the Zimbabwean legal history system that we have since the days of Rhodesia. The Zimbabwean problem is not a problem about politics or ZANU-PF, but it is about ritual practices by Emmerson Mnangagwa and his majority. The fall of Mnangagwa in this way is the greatest achievement for Zimbabweans since independence in 1980. We have, for the first time in 41 years, the United Nations rejecting Emmerson Mnangagwa from flying for their General Assembly. This has never happened before since the days of Rhodesia. A head of state not allowed to attend that august building. Inside his own political party, we have witnessed the primary elections with atrocious figures amid the worst voting rigging you can imagine. And for the first time in 41 years, there are traditional leaders speaking out against Mnangagwa's government. Over 10 such traditional leaders, including his own uncle, coming out to speak out against Mnangagwa. These are changing times. So how many more institutions have rejected Mnangagwa in 2021? We have UN, FIFA, Zimbabwean chiefs, even his own family. And this is not to mention the financial services, the likes of IMF and World Bank, all who reject him totally and completely. More and more Zimbabweans now are lighting the flame for freedom for themselves. a democratic country under the rule of law requires a totally independent, strong media in order to exist. As a result of your support for this news network's investigative reports, more and more is now possible. Imagine, if you will, the legal strides that could have been done at Glasgow COP26 with just $100 contribution. Please consider seriously supporting so that the nation continues to feed from an independent, strong, vibrant journalism that we all need. Thank you very much.
Feel me for Zimbabwe. Feel me for Zimbabwe. Feel me.